You've been lied to. All this talk about grinding, no days off, always improving, it's destroying you. And I know this because it almost destroyed me. But in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to avoid this trap and how to start improving the right way. So let me take you back to my college days. I was just like you, scrolling on Instagram, watching fitness YouTubers, obsessing over motivational videos. I wanted to be that guy, the one who had it all figured out. The perfect body, the perfect routine, the perfect life. But every time I thought I was close to being that guy, I felt emptier. I pushed myself so hard to reach the top that I neglected everything else. I skipped meal with friends, I missed family events, and I even sacrificed sleep. All of this in the name of self-improvement. But instead of becoming the better version of myself, I just became more anxious, more isolated, more miserable. That's the dark side of self-improvement. But it doesn't have to be that way. When I first started my fitness journey, I was skinny fat, insecure, and desperate for change. I thought that if I could just fix my body, my confidence, and my productivity, that I would finally feel good enough. I dove headfirst into the grind. Gym 6 days a week, waking up at 5 a.m., meal prepping every Sunday, reading self-help books until my eyes were sore. On the surface, I was doing everything right. But under all of that, I was miserable. The problem wasn't the grind itself, it was actually my mindset. I was so obsessed with being better that I didn't realize I was burning myself out. I couldn't look into the mirror without feeling like a failure. No matter how much progress I made, it was just never enough. Then I started cutting people out of my life. My friends thought I was getting too serious. My parents didn't understand why I was so obsessed. I was so focused on becoming the best version of myself that I completely forgot how to live. I stopped enjoying the process and I turned self-improvement into a competition. And trust me, that's a game you'll never win. Here's what I learned. Self-improvement isn't about just ticking off boxes on a checklist. It's not about comparing yourself to some ideal image you see online. In fact, treating it like a competition is a surefire way to burning out. That is where most people get it wrong. You see these influencers online telling you to grind harder, no excuses, cut off all distractions. But here's the catch. They're not telling you the whole story. What they're not showing you is the emotional cost of that relentless grind. The truth is, when you're constantly chasing that next goal, you're telling yourself, I'm not good enough yet. And that feeling, it just doesn't go away. The key is finding balance. It's about enjoying the journey, not about obsessing over the destination. If you don't take a step back, you'll end up losing the very thing you're trying to improve, your happiness. So, how do we fix this? Well, it starts with redefining what self-improvement means. Number one, shift from perfection to progress. I used to track my meals obsessively, and if I ate something that didn't fit my macros, I would beat myself up. But here's the thing, life doesn't work like that. One bad meal, one missed workout, it doesn't ruin your progress. The key is consistency, not perfection. Focus on making small, sustainable changes that align with your goals, not on achieving perfection every single day. Number two, embrace the process. I stopped looking for shortcuts and realized that self-improvement is a lifelong journey. This YouTuber called Ali Abdal talks about importance of building systems, not just goals. What this means is basically building habits and routines that support your long-term growth. You can't change everything overnight, so just start small but be consistent. Number three, stop isolating yourself. Cutting people out of your life doesn't make you disciplined. In fact, it makes you lonely. Your relationships are just as important as your fitness or your career. Building a balanced life means prioritizing your mental health, your relationship, your personal growth, not just work or fitness. Like Ali Abdal says, don't neglect things that truly matter. for the sake of chasing external success. Number 4, reflect on your why. Why are you doing this? Are you grinding because you want to become a better version of yourself? Or because you feel like you have to? Once I realized that I was chasing an idealized version of myself that didn't even exist, everything changed, everything clicked. Self-improvement isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about becoming a better version of who you already are. So here's the truth. The dark side of self-improvement is that it convinces you that you're never enough. But you are enough. You don't need to be perfect to improve. What you do need is balance. So before you dive into another 90-day challenge or 5 a.m. morning routine, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Are you improving because you want to, or because you feel like you have to? Remember, self-improvement isn't about chasing an idealized version of yourself. It's about staying true to yourself while becoming a better version of yourself. And that's the only way to avoid the dark side of self-improvement. If this video made you rethink your approach on self-improvement, hit that like button. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more content like this, and let's start improving the right way together. That's all from me. I will see you all in the next one.